Is your child having difficulty grasping a marker? Perhaps their grip is very immature, and you've heard from your teachers and others that your child needs to work on this? Well, I have some ideas for you. Check out this video to learn more. Hi, mamas and papas. I'm Amy, founder of Playapy, if you're not familiar with me, and I'm here to provide you with some playful solutions and powerful results. Today, I want to share with you some simple ideas on how to work on improving your child's grasp, and it's going to be using another language, and that is sign language. Don't let me scare you. I want you to know that I'm going to be using some simple ideas for you to help your child. And it's not going to be super complex, but using sign language is really effective with children. Even babies can learn how to sign. And I don't necessarily want you to have your child communicate in sign language. I just want you to use some of the exercises related to some of the letters to help you help your child. So, why is this important? Well, children often are encouraged to write earlier and earlier, sometimes due to pressure from school, sometimes because parents put that expectation on them. But if they do not have an appropriate grasp before you start to teach them writing, it can lead to bigger problems down the road. And it's very hard to change a child's grasp once they get too comfortable with the way that they hold their marker, because our hands and the muscles in our hands have memory just like our brains do, and they like to do what is familiar to them. So I can't stress enough how important it is for you to work on hand exercises with your child, more importantly than trying to teach them how to draw and write before they are ready. And what you should know is that your child has these arches that exist in their hands. And oftentimes, when children have an immature grasp, what happens is that they don't have a good identity of the left and right side of the hand. So it's all functioning as one unit. And what we really need to do is stabilize one side of the hand so that the other side can hold and grasp the writing utensil. So we want to encourage them to have individual, isolated use of their fingers. And how are we going to do that? We're going to show them different exercises for their hands. Really basic idea of what I have children try to do is use their hands in opening and closing motions. So aside from doing songs like Where is Thumbkin and Five Little Candles song, there's other ways for you to work on your child improving their hand coordination. I really love just opening and closing the hands to do a simple activity of making meatballs. So you'll just say 1 meatball, 2 meatballs, 3 meatballs, 4 meatballs. And it really helps if you create a story around it and tell them, like, oh my goodness, I'm so hungry. Can we make some meatballs? I really love meatballs. Let's make the meatballs with our hands, right? As long as you're incorporating some sort of silliness or playfulness into an activity, a child will do it much longer. But know that if they cannot do it or they're getting really frustrated with the activity, they often don't know how to ask for help. So take your time, let them try it out, demonstrate for them, see if they can do it first. And if they can't and they're trying to get out of the activity, offer them some help and show them how to do it. When children have a difficulty with this type of activity, they often need hand over hand assist, showing them and explaining to them how to move each individual finger. You can also play a simple game of thumbs up and thumbs down and do it in a way so that they have to really listen, working on auditory processing again. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up. Another way to engage with children is asking them how old they are. Children love to tell you how old they are. They're super proud of it. So you can work on doing your individual fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some other little exercises that you can throw in there is using different letters and just kind of varying your play with them. For example, we have the letter U in American Sign Language. It's like this. So you can do U is for umbrella, and you're going to open the umbrella, close the umbrella, open the umbrella, close the umbrella. You also have the letter S, and you can have this be a snail, and the snail is sleeping. And now this is A, and the snail is activated. So he's going for a walk. The letter F is for focus, and you can do two F so that you can focus your eyes. You can see. You have the letter I, and you can scoop some ice cream. This actually becomes a letter J, but you have your letter I, and you're scooping your ice cream. It's a great way for them to work on their wrist movement and also teaching them how to keep their elbows down when they're working. But you want to really concentrate on just the form and them holding this tightly, because children have a hard time holding these fingers down, and they may do this instead of this. So it's a good way to see if they really understand the difference between their thumb and their pinky. If a child is older, maybe they're in elementary school already, it's great to teach them the full alphabet. It's a great way for them to work on their hand skills, even if they already have an okay grasp. It may just be something that they want to improve upon just to have better fine motor skills in general. So just quickly, I want to show you the alphabet in case you just want to see it demonstrated. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Whew, I got through it. I hope I didn't get any wrong. If you don't have access to the alphabet for American Sign Language, it's very easy to Google. You will see plenty of charts out there that provide you the hand gestures for each individual letter. And teaching your child how to spell their first name or even their last name is a great way for them to practice this skill. It's a huge motivational tool for them to use their name because obviously it's very important to them. So I would encourage trying to do that, and you'll see some great results as well. Children are often really fascinated by learning other languages, and American Sign Language is something that they are not necessarily familiar with. So they might gravitate towards this activity because it's something cool and novel and something they can show off to their friends that they know. Aside from using letters of the alphabet, you can also imitate animals with your hands. For example, you can do a fish pose like this. You can do maybe a cobra. This is really cool. You can try to do a butterfly with your hands, or maybe even a bird flying in the air. So if you're going to do a duck, you might have your fingers like this, and you have them whack, 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 whack. And if you want to practice doing that for a little bit and try the goose, you're going to add a finger and you're going to honk, 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 honk. You can make little motions like this and pretend like this is a caterpillar or an inchworm. You can have this be bunny ears if you want to do the bunny ears, and then you're going to hide the bunny ears, open the bunny ears, hide the bunny ears, open the bunny ears. If you're familiar with the Baby Shark song, I'm sure you are. Who isn't on this planet? That is a great song to use with kids that are really little. It helps them to work on their hand motions, even their arm motions, of course, as you get to the daddy shark. But it's great exercise for their hands and their wrist, and super entertaining. One more little activity I want to show you if you want to work on a child and increasing their awareness of their fingertips and getting them to pay attention to them. we want to put little stickers on our fingertips. So this is going to be our ladybug. And we've come across another bug in the garden and it's missing its spots. So the ladybug is going to share hers. So we're going to slowly slide those fingers onto the other ladybug. So you can tell that one is a little bit tricky. There we go, I did better that time. So you're going to slide the bug, little spots, onto the other bug. And then they get used to using these fingertips by themselves and not using their thumbs. That was better that time. As you can see, you can use these free tips very easily in the comfort of your home. You can also use them on screen if you're a therapist working with children. It is a fun way to engage children and have them work on their hand skills in a very simple way. Did you learn something new today? Finding this helpful to you? Well, if you do, I love for you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share your comments below. In the meantime, until our next video, I hope you have a playful day.